Welcome to Retrobot, the YouTube channel where we feed a friendly space robot a diet of pure nostalgia. I'm Clay, and this is a short circuits video, shorter format to fit your retro viewing needs. Today we are looking at a pair of brand new Star Wars vintage figures, Queen Amidala, and of course, you have to have battle droids. So let's jump right in. We're going to start here with Queen Amidala because, well, it's Queen Amidala. And she's really cool when she's like, you know, just fighting dudes and shooting people, and she doesn't have all the makeup and hair stuff. She's just kind of a warrior senator. But the Queen version, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, the Queen version is great. I'm not gonna... No, actually, this figure does look very good, and we are doing an unboxing here. So I might as well just show you everything here. We've got the Vintage Series packaging, which is a simple blister pack, and but it's a nice blister pack. It's pretty bare bones. You got a screen capture, you got the Kenner logo, you know who it is, and you've got the figure on a backer card. Not a whole lot going on, and then you turn it around and you can see the other figures in the line, and you can see a Star Wars logo, and then a whole bunch of legal mumbo jumbo. So, you know, there's not really a whole lot going into the packaging, which, yeah, that's fine. It's an action figure. How much do you need? Do we need to have, like, a bio? We know who Queen Amidala is. We all saw the movies. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to open this up, and I'm going to try and be as conservative with the packaging as I can. But blisters, you know, they don't stay nice. So here we go. I'm going to just use the X-Acto to score around the plastic bubble. There we go. And that'll just help it to keep from tearing the rest of the backer card when I peel it away. And now I'm going to, now that I've kind of opened up a little crease here, I'm just going to cut in, and you see I have the blade going on the inside of the bubble now. And so from here, that down, and see, it's hard to keep this stuff nice. So there we go, and now that comes off, and we can take Queen Amidala out on her carbonite tray. And of course it comes with this little pamphlet, which looks very, very familiar from all the Transformers boxes I've gotten. Why, yes, it's the exact same little worthless piece of paper that says warning choking hazards in all the different languages and has copyright information. I feel like I have another one of these just lying on the floor somewhere from another video that I did about 10 minutes ago. So, but you know what? That one can go there too. I don't care about that. And then we have our backer card, which I've tried to preserve as well as I can, but for now we'll just kind of set that aside carefully. And so here we have Queen Amidala, and I'm going to go ahead and put this on the other camera so that you can see her in a little bit more detailed state, and you can see that she comes with her little pistol, so that's cool, and that's taped in. So let me just slice right there. I'm not going to slice into the gun, but So we got the gun, and we'll set that down, and then we'll pull this figure out. The nice thing is they don't have any little plastic ties, so we can just push that out, and there we go, and I will set this aside carefully. And there we go. So, here is Queen Amidala in all of her regal queenly glory, and of course we should give her her gun, because it's important for the queen to be armed at all times. There we go. Get in there. Get in there. Okay. So there, she can hold her gun. That's important. That's very important. And so now the sculpt on this is very, very nice. The detail is actually phenomenal. This is not a figure that I was particularly excited about, but I have to say that it really is just remarkable. The texture that they put into the fabric and the printing, the paint deco is just gorgeous. You know, it looks just it's a little bit breathtaking. And it's funny because I started out kind of dissing on this figure because Queen Amidala, you know, in her fancy queenly robes, you know, not really my favorite version of the character. But I have to say that this is a beautiful, beautiful version. Let me see if I can get the camera to focus in really, really close here, because I want you to appreciate the detail that is going into this. There we go. Yeah, we're pretty much mashing the figure right up against the lens, but not quite, but pretty close to it. So yeah, look at the emblems that they've put in there. Keep it in its depth of field. There we go. You know, even the hand sculpt is beautifully done. Just amazing. And then we get to the head sculpt, and her head sculpt is actually really, really amazing. She has that placid queen look of when she would sit there and be like, yes, I have many duties to fulfill for my people. Note the little square of lipstick on my lower lip. It makes me important. So, nonetheless, they really knocked this out of the park in terms of texture and realistic rendering. It's pretty breathtaking and phenomenal. I did not expect to like this figure as much as I do, but yeah, it is. And so we've got these robes. The robes are kind of a rubbery material, so that they do flex a bit, and she still has legs underneath. So even though you can't see them, she's got yeah, I don't think that you're going to be able to see these on camera, but she's got boots. She's got like her go-go boots, and she is wearing heels because it's important for a queen to be in heels. Now let's face it, you know, queens wear heels. Like Padme, she may have, when she's being a butt kicker, then she may get to wear like action boots, but Queen Padme is like, nope, I have to wear heels. I do have elbows. You can see my elbows. Look at how I am able to bend my elbow and point this gun as I regally blow your face off. Actually, that kind of a gun, it doesn't blow your face off. It just puts a tiny, precise hole in your forehead that bores through your skull and evaporates your brain and comes out the other side. Yeah, that's what I'm imagining. This thing probably is far more powerful, but very precise. Yeah, it's almost like a surgical tool. And probably very, very expensive because, you know, she's the queen. So, yeah. So she's got pivoting at her waist. She's got shoulders, and she can move her arms out from the sides. So she's actually got pretty decent posability, good articulation for such a tiny figure, especially one that has all of these robes. I initially expected it to be pretty much solid from the chest down, and it's not. Now, granted, it's going to be hard to get this into the cockpit of an X-Wing, but that's a different challenge. The figure itself is beautifully rendered, beautifully colored, and still very posable. So yeah, a surprising thumbs up. But she's great. She's actually really legitimately great. Really like it. Okay, so let's set that aside now. I was saving the battle droid because honestly, I think battle droids are fun. We actually have a bunch of battle droids. So we recently went to a toy show, and I know that there are risks involved, and of course we masked up and we wore disposable gloves. What I will say is that, and this is kind of a shout out to the people that run Toy-Hio. It's the Ohio Toy Convention. It's called Toy-Hio. And what I will say is that they did a wonderful job of treating the health and safety concerns seriously, enforcing the rules, and making sure that people were respectful of each other's health. And yeah, that was over a week ago now. We haven't gotten sick. I haven't heard a lot about people getting sick at the event, so that's good. And it was a calculated risk. We certainly don't want to get sick, but we have been kind of sticking close to home and not going out and socializing or anything. So if we did start getting symptoms, then we're sharing it with each other. But yeah, the people at Toy-Hio really did an excellent job of holding an event when I know that events are hard right now. So I just wanted to give them a shout out. And since Monica had mentioned not really having a good battle droid army, I made it a point to dig through a bunch of bins and go to lots of different booths to try and find her battle droids, and I managed to find her 4 different battle droids. And so we've got she already had a couple, so we've got some of these, and now we've got some of these, and I know that I got her a couple of the tan ones because she had the dark red ones, but I don't remember her having the tan ones. And the tan ones, like, I remember more tan ones than red ones, so I wanted tan ones. And so we got that. We got this one that's missing its head, which is about on par for a battle droid. And then we got another red one. So at this point, we've got a pretty good group. But the thing about battle droids is too many is just enough. You really can never have too many battle droids. And if they're broken, that's okay. That's their job. So yeah, it's actually pretty cool. Here, let me just put these guys all together so that you can see them in front of the camera and see them in all their cannon fodderness. And wait, here we'll just adjust the camera down a little bit, and it's going to be out of focus because we were just looking at Queen Amidala's face, but I'll try and get it into focus. So there we go. And yeah, this is what I'm going to nickname the Cannon Fodder Brigade right here. And oh, Wheelie, what are you doing in there? Are you waiting to die horribly? Wheelie's sad. His life is so bad. Yeah, that's right, Wheelie. Get out of there. So, so yeah, we got battle droids, and we got another one here. So let's go ahead and unbox Mr. Battle Droid. And so once again, I'm going to try to preserve the packaging as well as I can. In some ways, I don't know why I bother, but I'm going to do it anyway and score around the outside of the blister with this X-Acto knife. Technically, this is a hobby knife. It is not an X-Acto knife because an X-Acto knife is a licensed brand, not the actual item. And so, for proper copyright and trademark reasons, this is a hobby knife. And it actually isn't an X-Acto knife. This is some kind of cheap, crappy one that we got at Tuesday morning or something. But anyway, so, and then we'll just peel that back and then do the little thing where we trim back some of the paper. There we go. And there we go. Okay, this one's good. Oh, that's way better. Look at that. Yeah. Look at that. That is clean. That is how it's done. Right there. Bam. Ha ha. Not that I'm preserving much. There's a red rectangle with rounded corners. That's what I preserved. A red rectangle and a blurry picture from the movie. No, notice, yeah, it is kind of a blurry picture. Like, I know it's a screenshot, but I mean, come on, you didn't have any closer. Okay, you know that's fine. It is what it is. This is the packaging. It's the same as Queen Amidala's, except that it's got a battle droid, a blurry picture of a battle droid on the front. And then, once again, pretty much the exact same back. And then, oh, wait, here, look at this. We got this piece of paper. Oh, I wonder what it says. Learn Chinese. Xie. Thank you. Oh, okay. Well, there we go. No, it's just the legal stuff. So we'll get rid of that. And then we've got Battle Droid in his little plastic shell. And we will just pull that side. And, okay, he's got some stuff that he comes with. Let's go ahead and I'm going to have to move my cannon fodder army. There we go. There you go. And fortunately, I do have some more Star Wars bases because this guy didn't come with a base, which I feel like for somebody that has feet that big, that's a little bit of a shame. I wouldn't have mind having a little platform for him to stand on. So let's go ahead to the other camera view, and this is he. I guess battle droids aren't specifically gendered; they're kind of gender neutral. So this is it, but it's got these things, and I guess we need to cut the tape in order to get that out. So there we go. So it's got some antenna. You know, I guess that's like a radio, something like that. Yeah, it's got the radio backpack, so that's good. And then we've got the gun, because he wouldn't be much of a battle droid if he didn't have a battle droid gun. And then here's the guy. I like the designs of the battle droids. You know, they're so clanky. They're so spindly. They reek of mass manufacturing, which I think is the whole point. They are intended to be pretty much disposable soldiers. They walk in, and the idea is not that a battle droid in itself is a difficult foe to beat, but when you have several thousand of them and they're all shooting at you, and they really don't have any survival capabilities. They don't do anything to preserve themselves. They just keep marching forward and dying tragically. There's something to be said. They're sort of, in some ways, they kind of remind me of a zombie mob, because they just keep coming and keep shooting. So let's give this guy his gun, because he's hearing me talk about him shooting, and he wants to be able to shoot. So there we go. And then we've got this little thing. I think this plugs into the side of his head somewhere. Maybe. I'm looking for a hole. There's no hole there. There should be a hole. There's. Is this like a communicator, like a handheld communicator? Maybe that's it. Maybe it's a handheld communicator and somebody else holds it. Because I don't see any place where it plugs into him. So I guess this might be like a little communicator thing. I could have looked at the package, because it probably would have told me, but I didn't. I guess I still could. Here, you know what? Queen Amidala, you have a hand. Can you hold the communicator? I know the battle droid is your enemy, but I feel like maybe you want to listen in. So here we go. Can we get it into her? Yeah, there we go. There we go. All right, so she can be like, hello? Hello, battle droid? Are you coming to kill me? And he can be like, Roger, Roger. So there we go. I'm just curious to see if this package does say. No, it really doesn't. Now the picture doesn't show him holding it. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna guess that is. So we've got the battle droid, and he has, bendy legs. He doesn't really have a hip that works, but all of his parts are kind of rubbery, and that gives him a certain amount of flexibility that even though he doesn't have ball socket joint articulation, he does have feet that pivot, and knees that pivot, and arms and elbows that pivot. So yeah, he's not going to be doing the splits. He's not going to be doing jumping jacks. But he can do what battle droids need to do, which is look around, say Roger, Roger, and get shot. And that's what they're for. This guy's, of course, got the backpack, the communication thing, so that's cool. We've got a few of those, so we got at least two more. So this is our third. So they can talk to each other even at long distances, and that's pretty cool. So that is the battle droid, and he looks great. I really like this texture that this paint detail that they put onto him, that makes him look like he's been kind of scratched up and kind of scorched in the sand, and probably shot up a little bit and knocked around, because battle droids were just never really respected. Love the detail. The detail is to the quality that we've come to expect from modern toys. There's a lot of fine detail that goes into these things that you didn't see in the action figures from 35 years ago or 40 years ago. And so it's nice. This is a really cool looking gun. It's actually very nicely done, and the color's good. It's a good metallic gray. It's got little flecks of silver in it. So that's very nice. And then we have, of course, our beautifully rendered Queen Amidala to go with him. So I would say that if somebody were asking me as a Star Wars fan, would I recommend these toys? They're surprisingly playable and surprisingly well done. And I don't say surprisingly because I don't think that Star Wars normally does good stuff, but I wasn't expecting much from Queen Amidala just because I don't really care much about Queen Amidala. But this figure is beautiful. It's just gorgeous, and the people who designed it and who made it possible deserve a shout out because they really did just a breathtaking job. And battle droids are so simple and generic, then you don't really expect much from a battle droid. But this is a good battle droid. Let's see. Can I put him on his base? Let's see if he is compatible with the other battle droid bases, because that is important. Let's see. So, yes. The feet do peg in to the standard Star Wars base, which I'm not surprised, but boy, if they hadn't, then I would be saying so. So yeah, and I can give him his nice wide stance, which makes him particularly stalwart in his duties to crush the I remember what separatists were called. I guess they were the alliance. No, not the alliance. They were the Senate or something. I don't know. The Republic. They were the Republic. So he can crush some Republic scum and shoot them until they shoot him in the head, which they will, because that's what you do with battle droids. So yeah. I would absolutely recommend either of these two from the Star Wars Legacy, I think, Star Wars Vintage series. Very, very nice toys, and they look like they're a lot of fun. So, that's it. I hope that you enjoyed this review of vintage Battle Droid and vintage Queen Amidala from Star Wars. So, thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell so that you know when we're doing more of these Short Circuits videos. Also, every Friday night at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, we do a live stream, and we pick a different theme every week. We review new toys, we review old toys, we unbox stuff, we compare things that are similar, we compare things that are different. We have a lot of fun, and we have a running chat with a fantastic community of really friendly and witty people that make it lots and lots of fun. So we hope that you join in the chat. Everybody will love you, we promise. And with that being said, Star Wars vintage toys. Yeah, they're pretty awesome. So, this is Clay Carlino telling you to keep it retro, but not like a battle droid. That's also a bot. But a retro bot is a different kind of droid. It's a retro droid. It's a retro bot droid. It's really just retro bot. I don't know what I'm talking about.